This is JC, Fantasy Football Private Eye. Let's see if we can solve this quarterback mystery. Let's get into it. I need a drink. I need a lot of life insurance. I need a vacation. What I have is a coat and a hat. So let's get into these QBs. The first tier of QBs: Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, Josh Allen. Those are pretty straightforward. The three best quarterbacks. I would wait until the third round before I take them, especially in a redraft league. If you are in a best ball and you're looking for a certain build, then maybe you can get them in the second round. I definitely would not get them in the first round. If you're going to get them in the second round, you may want to try to stack them. Mahomes with Kelsey, Josh Allen with Stephon Diggs, and Jalen Hurts with A.J. Brown. Now, if you're drafting at the 2-3 turn, if you have the number one overall pick, then you might try Devontae Smith and Jalen Hurts stacked there. So that's tier one, the first three quarterbacks. All right, before we get into tier two, remember that sometimes it's a dog-eat-dog world out there. And the rest of the time, it's the other way around. So now for tier two, we have three quarterbacks: Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, and Justin Fields. I would be a little bit careful about Justin Fields. He got most of his points last season running. He may want to try to throw it more and run less. It seemed like nothing was working, and Fields just took it upon himself to do whatever he could to get the team to win. So he was running. This year they brought in DJ Moore, and they may be trying to do more on offense besides just having Justin Fields run. So I'm a little lukewarm about Fields. I'm very high on Lamar Jackson. I think this should be a good year for him. I was down on him last year, but this year things are looking up, especially with his new offensive coordinator. Okay, let's take a look at tier three. Three quarterbacks again: Justin Herbert, Trevor Lawrence, and Daniel Jones. Again, these are solid quarterbacks. I don't know that they're going to win you your league, but they're very solid, and Justin Herbert could be looking at a better year this year than last year. There were a few problems. I think this will be a bounce back of sorts for Justin Herbert. Trevor Lawrence should be solid with Doug Peterson in Jacksonville, and Daniel Jones, he runs enough that he should also be solid. Not too much to say here in tier three. Okay, in tier four, we have Geno Smith, Kirk Cousins, Jared Goff, Dak Prescott, Aaron Rodgers, Deshaun Watson, and Tua Tagovailoa. Some of these are trending up and some of them are trending down, but I put them all in tier four. I think Geno Smith is very solid. He finished well last season. Nothing really has changed except they've added JSN, Jackson Smith-Njigba. So he might even be better than last season. I think people are overlooking Geno Smith, a very solid quarterback, especially if you can get him as your backup. Dak Prescott, trending down. He reminded me of this dame. From 30 feet away, she looked like a lot of class. From 10 feet away, she looked like something made up to be seen from 30 feet away. That's Dak Prescott. You don't want to look too closely at him. In 12 games last year, he threw 15 interceptions. So you don't want to look too closely. When you're just looking at the Cowboys offense, you say, oh, maybe he's good. I really don't think so. I got a bad feeling about him this year. If you're going to take him as your backup. Don't take him as your starter. Some of these Cowboys super fans, they're going to take him as their starter. Bad news. Now we come to Aaron Rodgers. He is trending up. He's looking pretty good. Now, nothing says goodbye like a bullet, and nothing says goodbye like getting traded away. But he seems to be looking pretty good in New York. In fact, he gave back $30 million. He said he's going to be coaching up Zach Wilson. I'm a little bit suspect. My question is, who are you and what have you done with Aaron Rodgers? This can't be real. In Green Bay, he didn't want to attend OTAs with his rookie wide receivers, and now he's being the best teammate in the world. I'm not so sure, but he should have a pretty good season, and he is trending up. Next, Deshaun Watson. He's trending down. Last season was just kind of a return to play season, so maybe he'll be better, but with all the rust, I'm just not sure. I'm going to stay away. Okay, in Tier 5, Russell Wilson, Derek Carr, Anthony Richardson, Matthew Stafford, Sam Howell, Brock Purdy, Jimmy Garoppolo, Ryan Tannehill, and Baker Mayfield. These are very meh quarterbacks. I would only have them as my backup, if that. Now, Anthony Richardson maybe has an upside if he's going to run a lot and get a lot of rushing yards. But again, I don't feel too good about these rookie quarterbacks, so I would say be very careful. Now, Sam Howell, technically not a rookie. He got some playing time last year, one game, whoop-de-doo. But Sam Howell looks like he could have a good year. You can be cautiously optimistic. I have him as one of my sleepers. If you don't want to draft him as your backup quarterback, you can just keep an eye on him when he's on the waiver wire. See how the first few weeks go. Maybe you can pick him up as your backup, and then maybe he'll do something towards the end of the season. The rest of the quarterbacks here, just very meh. And I don't see any super big upside that could fill in for a bye week, or if you have a quarterback that's injured. That's about it. Okay, lastly, Tier 6. We have Stroud, Young, Pickett, Ritter, Murray, Love, and Mac Jones. I'm really kind of down on Kyler Murray. In fact, with his injury, they may not even play him this year. Just sit him, let him rest the whole year with his injury, and then just make do with whatever backup quarterbacks they have. The other quarterbacks, they're either rookies or this is their second season where maybe they'll get up to speed a little bit, but I don't see anything that is overly attractive about any of them. Have them as a backup at best. I wouldn't get too excited about it. All right, that's about it that I have today for the quarterbacks. I hope it sorted things out a little bit there. More knowns at the top, more unknowns at the bottom. Be very careful. Don't fall in love with your team's quarterback, especially Dak Prescott, for you Dallas Cowboys super fans out there. Remember, this is fantasy football, not football. So try to keep your wits about you. Now, it's a jungle out there, even if it's an urban jungle. So stay safe. Goodbye.